I know facts are not your strong point. Is energy production higher today under Biden than under Trump? It's a simple yes or no question.
You're an obnoxious...
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Are Americans wrong when they have this feeling? Well, the feelings
I'm
oftentimes are
obnoxious
generated
because I asked
from
you if energy production is higher today than under Trump.
You're
that makes me obnoxious
because I'm asking you why you would say that
I mean, I'm obnoxious. You're a racist. Do you want to play that game? You said Obama is not born in America. He's not one of us.
I said that?
Yeah, you said Trump is doing a great job asking for his birth certificate.
I said that?
You said he's not one of us. You said he jives and schmucks. Go down the record. You're going to call me obnoxious? Why don't you talk about your racism?
Yeah.
We're always very keen to put it all on Israel.
No, because if we're talking about...
I try and be a little bit more like, hang on, when you commit a terror attack to the scale of October 7th...
You both sides occupation and illegal...
No, I don't.
Yeah, you are. You just said,
I don't.
I try and be fair. You can't be fair to an occupier. By the way, when we talk about Russia and Ukraine, this is what frustrates me. And I know my friend Owen Jones sat here and said the same thing to you. When we talk about Russia, Ukraine, you don't do both sides. You blame Russia as the invader and occupier. You don't do that with Israel. That is the double standard on your part.
I mean, do you actually believe in your Muslim faith? Do you believe that Muhammad split the moon in two? Do you believe that Muhammad flew to heaven on a winged horse, for example? I'd pay you the compliment of assuming that you don't.
No, I do. I believe in miracles.
You believe that?
Yes.
You believe that Muhammad went to heaven on a winged horse?
Yes, I believe in God. I believe in miracles. I believe in revelation. I mean, the point here is that let's assume I'm wrong, Richard. I'm wrong.
Let's
assume I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm happy to concede that, Richard. I'm happy to concede it. I'm wrong. All religions are wrong. God does not exist. We're all mad. The issue is we exist.
Your view. I'm fascinated by how somebody, a respected, sophisticated journalist in the 21st century, can believe that a prophet flew to heaven on a winged horse.
Let me ask you this. Are all people who hold beliefs in God and in miracles and the supernatural, do you regard them all as intellectually inferior to you?
One of the most common questions that I get from young Muslims is about interfaith relationships. I'm a Muslim, I've fallen in love with a non-Muslim, is there any hope for us? And they usually say something along the lines of that my parents and their imam insist that Islam stops interfaith marriage. Is that true? Rather than me giving them my personal interpretation, what I've come to realize is that they're actually not asking about themselves, they're asking about their parents. They need an argument that will convince their parents that love is borderless.
What my worry is, if you buy this argument that the mullahs are all bad, everyone thinks for themselves...
Not all bad. Come on.
A lot of them are bad.
Hyping that.
A lot of them are bad.
Don't be a typical journalist.
A lot of them are bad.
Don't do that.
A lot of them are bad. I read 2 of your books. They didn't come out very well.
Don't polarize.
A lot of them are bad. We think for ourselves. We don't allow them to monopolize power, end the power game, etc. My worry is, if I'm in Al-Qaeda, that's very appealing. I don't need to worry about classical law, scholarship. I just make up my own religion. I give a fatwa saying, kill the Jews.
And they do. And they do. That's exactly what they are doing.
And aren't you validating them? Because you're saying from a liberal perspective, we make it up as we go along. And they, from an extremist perspective, say, let's make it up as we go along. You're almost empowering the very people you claim to be fighting with.
You know...
Given a very long film here, in which he talks about community leaders.
There's a very interesting point he made about community leaders.
Not really. He said that they don't speak on behalf of Muslims. I agree with him. No community leader I've ever met has claimed to speak on behalf of all Muslims.
You think I've got a right to tweet the cartoon and you agree with my film? What's the debate?
I agree with your film because it's a series of straw men. For you to come along and say that you're this great dissenter and reformer speaking out against Muslims. You did in the film, and the reason News Night invited you on here is to give that impression. There are people with actual grassroots support in the British Muslim community who are fighting for gender rights, who are fighting against extremism, who are fighting to have debates about issues. Majid, sadly, with great respect, very intelligent guy, very articulate, doesn't speak for them. It has zero credibility in the Muslim community, is loathed by many Muslims because he goes around demonising mainstream Muslim organisations as supporters of Al-Qaeda. He goes around taking government money and parroting the government line on extremism. He goes around promoting ex-leaders of the EDL.
All right, I want to bring in...
As the Hamas spokesman saying on camera after October the 7th, we are going to keep doing this again and again and again. That's different.
It's much worse because the Israelis are literally doing it as we speak.
And they have a charter to get rid of it.
It's much worse, Piers,
they have a
because
charter
the Israelis
to eliminate
have killed
Israel.
Tens of thousands of people.
Yeah, but see, my problem...
Thousands of Palestinians.
You and I, Mehdi...
Hold on, Piers. So does the Likud Party. 1977 Likud Party charter. What does it say? Between the sea and the Jordan, there will only be Israeli sovereignty. River to the sea. That's the Likud charter, Piers. I haven't heard you criticise the Likud charter.